good evening and welcome to Verdict 2016 here on Rajya Sabha TV. We're starting today. We're taking you through a special coverage of the assembly elections that will be held in the 4 states and the Union Territory. We'll be getting you a state-wise analysis of issues, also the political alliances and also the breakups. And before we get to all of that, let's start with the headlines. Countdown begins for the elections to 4 states and Union Territory Puducherry. Rajya Sabha TV takes a look at what's at stake for each of the major parties. And those parties are looking for winning combinations, firm up many pre-poll alliances in the election-bound states. And from clamping down on illegal migrants to ensuring development and checking corruption, parties pull out all stops in making election promises. So as we know, the countdown has begun for elections to the 4 states of West Bengal, Assam, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and the Union Territory of Puducherry. Spread over 43 days and various phases, the assembly elections, of course, in all these areas will be held between the 4th of April and the 16th of May. So let's take a look at some of the key figures and also the crucial dates in the upcoming political contests.
Assembly elections in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry will be held between 4th April and 16th of May. The votes will be counted on the 19th of May.
The Assam elections will be held in 2 phases. The first phase will include 65 constituencies. The date of poll for first phase is 4th April, Monday.
In Assam, that has 126 assembly seats, elections will be held in 2 phases on 4th and 11th of April. West Bengal, that has 294 seats, will have elections in 6 phases on April 4th, 11th, 17th, 21st, 25th, 30th and the 5th of May.
Legislative Assembly of West Bengal will be covered under overall 6 phases.
With 140 constituencies, Kerala will have a single-phase election on the 16th of May. Tamil Nadu, with 234 seats, and Puducherry, with 30 seats, will vote in a single-phase poll on the 16th of May. The Commission also said the Model Code of Conduct has taken immediate effect. These elections will also have the nota option of voting for none of the above.
824 assembly constituencies are going to poll. The Commission is committed for strict enforcement of Model Code of Conduct by concerned governments, political parties, star campaigners and candidates. Over 17 crores or 170 million voters will be participating in these elections.
The BJP sees a strong presence in Assam, where it has announced pre-poll alliances with the AGP of Praful Kumar Mahant and the Bodoland People's Front. In West Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee of the TMC will seek a return to power. The 3-cornered contest could see it pitted against the BJP and an alliance between the left and the Congress. In Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, the AIADMK will face a challenge from the DMK that has joined hands with the Congress and is also said to be in talks with the DMDK led by actor-turned-politician Vijay Kant. In Kerala, the CPIM-led Left Democratic Front, or the LDF, hopes to oust the Congress-led UDF. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
All right, we'll get you more details, of course, from each of the states. But we also have in studio this evening Parsa Venkateshwar Rao, who's the editorial consultant with the DNA, joining us in studio. Parsa sir, thanks so much for being here with us. We'll get into the nitty-gritties like we were saying earlier. But just taking a broader view of how the states are poised at the moment, looking at the alliances, which ones are actually going to be crucial, do you think, for this particular government?
I think most of the elections are fought at the local level. In West Bengal and Tamil Nadu, it is the local parties, that is the Trinamool Congress in the West Bengal and the NRDMK versus the DMK and their allies in Tamil Nadu. In Kerala and Assam, we see a fact that Congress has a stake, and in Assam, BJP also is trying to make its presence felt with its alliance through AGP. So the national parties, as we know them, that is with their presence across the country, the Congress and the BJP are relevant in a very significant sense only in Kerala and Assam. Congress does play a slightly smaller role in Tamil Nadu, but its presence is to be felt there.
Yes.
And it does the same in West Bengal. But the BJP is very marginal in all these states except Assam. BJP has not much of a presence in Tamil Nadu. BJP is trying to make its presence felt in Kerala and West Bengal. So so as far as the national parties are concerned, this is the situation. And I think most of the fights and the personalities are at the ground level, very, very provincial. And that is how assembly elections, as a matter of fact, should be. Local issues, local leaders.
That's right, absolutely. But, you know, we have to understand the fact about how BJP is definitely going to try whatever is possible, because especially after those debacle that we saw in Delhi and also in Bihar, looking at these states, like you yourself have pointed out, Assam probably is the only one place where they realistically have a chance at perhaps, grasping some of those seeds, getting a chance at power.
But, in Assam, for some strange reason, BJP has been trying very hard to sort of occupy the opposition space and then try to come into power. But even when the AGP was under sort of an eclipse, it was not majorly felt. BJP somehow could not make its presence felt, as we saw in the last assembly elections there as well. So even now, BJP is going as a junior partner to the AGP, which is the regional player.
Yes.
So it will play a second fiddle to the, at the moment, in this election at least, before it can emerge as a part to reckon with on its own. Like it happened in Maharashtra. Maharashtra, for a long time, BJP, though a national party, was a junior partner to the regional player Shiv Sena. Only in the last election was it able to reverse that role.
Yes.
So I think it will take some more time for BJP to gain a ground, a place for itself on its own in Assam.
All right. And since we are talking about those alliances, Parsa sir, if you could just hang on, we are in fact taking you through, how all eyes, of course, set on the kind of pre-poll alliances that we're just talking about. Political parties are trying to put together in that run-up to the voting in those 5 states. There can, of course, be no playing down the importance of each constituent's hand in terms of what they bring to the arrangement. Also, what negatives that could perhaps cause in the long run. So let's take a look at the shape of those alliances across the states.
Come election season, and coalition and alliance become the heaviest and most common words doing the rounds. Because on this vital parameter will depend all forecasts and predictions. The Bihar elections a few months back confirmed just that. Again, as voting day beckons, the buzzword among political parties is getting together a combination that matches ideology and winnability. In West Bengal, there's been word for some time now of the Congress and left parties coming together to take on the might of Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, though leaders of the left deny any such move. The ruling TMC has decided to go it alone, as has the Bharatiya Janata Party.
कोई अलायंस नहीं होगा कांग्रेस के साथ. अगर वो जैसे पहले वो लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शंस में नॉर्थ बंगाल में कुछ हुआ इस तरीके से, लेकिन कोई इलेक्टोरल कोई फ्रंट या अलायंस या कोई उस तरीके का कोई घोषणा कांग्रेस का ना हुआ है ना होगा. ये हमारी समझ है जिसके साथ हम हमारी पार्टी कांग्रेस में हम लोगों ने निर्णय लिया.
बांग्लाय तृणमूल कांग्रेस एकाई लड़বে. সিপিএমের বিরুদ্ধে চিরকাল আমরা লড়াই করে এসেছি, কারণ চিরকাল আমি মনে করি এই রাজনৈতিক দলটি অলওয়েজ বন্ধ, হরতাল, স্ট্রাইক, ভেঙে দাও, গুড়িয়ে দাও এই চিন্তাধারায় বিশ্বাস করে.
In Assam, as was the case in Bihar, a grand alliance has taken shape. The state's second largest party, AIUDF, has tied up with the JDU and RJD.
सारे लोग मिलके बीजेपी को आसाम से आउट करना चाहते हैं, और यही हमारा मेन उद्देश्य है. जिस तरीके से बिहार में आउट किया गया, जिस तरीके से दिल्ली में आउट किया गया, इसी तरीके से आसाम में एक महागठबंधन बना के हम लोग शुरू से ये चाह रहे हैं.
The Congress that's been in power in Assam for 15 years has joined hands with the United People's Party, or UPP, and the BJP has teamed up with the Aham Gana Parishad and Bodoland People's Front. In Tamil Nadu, the DMK and Congress will join hands once again to take on Jayalalita's ruling AIADMK. They've agreed to set aside the slew of differences for now. Watchers say the BJP too hopes to make its presence felt in the state and is likely to tie up with some smaller parties.
We will form the government under the leadership of DMK party, and DMK, Congress and other allies will be a very formidable combination to defeat other political parties.
In Kerala, the UDF will fight the election behind the Congress, and the CPM will be leading in its alliance with the LDF. The third player, BJP, that has tied up with the regional player Bharatiya Dharm Jan Sena. And finally, in Union Territory, Puducherry, the ruling N. Rangaswamy-led AINRC is keeping everyone guessing on whether it would continue its alliance with the AIADMK for the May 16th Assembly polls. The Congress is expected to tie up with the DMK. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
And continuing with our chat really on what we can expect in all these states. Parsa sir, you were of course talking about the fact that how in all of these states, irrespective of the fact that Congress and BJP trying really hard of course to, seal their positions as a partner and an ally in all these bigger regional parties. And talking about a big regional party, we cannot ignore the fact that, ever since the MJR days, this is perhaps, at least the sense that we're getting is that perhaps the AIADMK in Tamil Nadu is for once actually looking stronger and is perhaps going to be retaining its government.
At the moment, it looks like that AIADMK and Jayalalitha have an advantage. For the main reason, I think, because the DMK, which is its rival, it does not have a strong leader in the sense Karunanidhi is seen as an aging man, though he has got all the strength and vigor of a politician of a younger age. Similarly, we see the same thing that in Kerala, both Achyutanandan and Uman Chandy are quite old. So age does not seem to matter in these power games. But at the moment in Tamil Nadu, there is a certain amount of advantage for Jayalalitha, both for her, because of her personality. Her personal charisma has not waned over the last 5 years. Otherwise, Tamil Nadu, we have always seen a pendulum swing between the DMK and the Anna DMK. But this time round, it looks like it is not going to happen just because Karunanidhi may not be acceptable for a large number of people as a viable leader, though he sees himself as physically fit to be able to lead the state. And secondly, I think Jayalalitha has been able to reach out to people, though there was a lot of criticism of her that she didn't look after or respond adequately enough towards the rainfall last year and the floods it caused. But she seems to have overcome that handicap, that disadvantage, and the mood. And we can always go wrong when we read the mood of the people as to which way the vote is going. But at the moment, as the reading goes, it looks like that it's advantage Jayalalitha in Tamil Nadu. All right, Parsa sir, thanks so much for joining us and getting us an idea of what is it that we can be looking forward to, of course, in those states. As the days progress, of course, like we've been pointing out, we'll be looking at various issues as well, state by state, of course, here in Verdict 2016. We'll take a quick break, be back with more stories. To stay with us.
Gyan Chopper is the ancient version of Indian snakes and ladders. This intriguing game was popular among the old, the young, and the rulers as well. The chopper has its origin in the Jain philosophy. It tells the story of virtue. Each square, in turn, also narrates some message of wisdom.
The splendid, grand and massive neo-Buddhist copper dome of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. It gets its influence from stupa at Sanchi. The dome is more than twice the height of the rest of the building. The reinforced concrete shell of the outer dome began to be formed during the beginning of 1929. The last stone of the dome was laid on April 6, 1929.
Welcome back. Now, for the two big players on the national stage, the BJP and the Congress, elections to the 5 states no doubt mean a huge political test, but they are no less significant for the many regional players as well. So let's take a look at what's at stake for each of them.
The 5 states going to polls from next month are politically significant for all major parties. For the Congress, they offer a chance to regain lost ground after the 2014 Lok Sabha defeat. The party also faces the challenge of saving its government in at least 2 states. Political watchers feel more than anything, the elections will be a decisive factor in asserting its political relevance.
यदि हम कांग्रेस का ले तो कांग्रेस के लिए तो ये ज़्यादा मायने रखता है ये पांचों चुनाव, क्योंकि असम में और केरल में ये दोनों स्टेट्स में कांग्रेस अब सत्ता में है और हमने तो देखा है कि हाल में 2014 में उनके सीट्स 44 तक पहुंच गए, उसके बाद शायद 1 सीट उन्होंने जीता है तो 45 सीट, तो उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा स्टेक्स है इस चुनाव में कि वो असम में एटलीस्ट सिंगल लार्जेस्ट रहे और केरल में वो जो सरकार है उसको दोबारा वो रख पाए.
On the other hand, for the BJP, a good showing in the elections will go a long way in wiping away the bad memories of its political debacle in Delhi and Bihar. It will also mean a seal of approval for the centre's policies and political stand. More elected representatives in the state will also improve its position in the Rajya Sabha, where it is lacking numbers.
लेकिन जीत नहीं पाएंगे तो फिर सवाल आएगा कि क्या मोदी सरकार सचमुच में लोकप्रियता खो रही है, क्या उनका स्लाइड शुरू हो गया है, क्योंकि असम जैसे राज्य में जहां 15 साल कांग्रेस शासन के बाद बीजेपी नहीं कर पाई है, तो असम मुझे लगता है कि मोदी सरकार के लिए बड़ा चुनौती है, बीजेपी के लिए बड़ा चुनौती है. बाकी राज्यों में उतना केंद्र सरकार के लिए मतलब बीजेपी के लिए कोई ज़्यादा उतना स्टेक्स नहीं है.
For the regional parties, it is a battle for survival. In Tamil Nadu, Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha is facing an incumbency vote. A favourable vote will determine the popularity of her schemes like the Amma Canteen, Amma Mineral Water, Amma Medicines and the recent flood relief measures in the state. For the DMK, the vote will decide how the electorate sees its internal power struggle tussle. The ailing patriarch Karunanidhi on the one side and his feuding son Stalin, who wields executive power in the party, and Alagiri his rival. While Stalin is popular, it's yet to be seen how this will translate into votes. In West Bengal, the Trinamool Congress has won nearly every major election in the state so far since 2011. Although her decision to fight alone is being seen as a huge political gamble. On the other hand, the left parties, especially the CPM, face a do-or-die battle. In the last few years, left has the ground slipping away both in terms of political power and popularity. The left sees its best chance in Kerala, where incumbent Chief Minister Oman Chandy and his party, the Congress, are desperately fighting corruption charges. Although this has made the political climate favourable for the CPM and the LDF alliance, the CPM is facing a challenge in terms of internal factionalism, with senior leaders Pinarayi Vijayan and former Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan working against the unity of the alliance. In these circumstances, Oman Chandy's Congress manages to buck the trend and return to power. It will create a history of sorts. The Congress has a chance to make history in Assam as well, but it will have to overcome many challenges given the eroding popularity of State Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi over the last 15 years. If the BJP manages to cash in on the party's internal rebellion, it would act as a tonic for the party at the national level. And if the Congress manages to fend the challenge, it will cement its position at the national level. Union Territory Puducherry is no less important for the Congress. In 2011, then Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy left the Congress too for the All India NR Congress. The Congress will be launching a renewed attempt to capture power, while Rangaswamy is banking on his development effort in the region. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And barring Assam, where the Congress and the BJP are locked in a straight fight, regional issues more than national concerns are expected to dominate in the upcoming elections. But even in the other states, the performance of the BJP government at the centre is expected to find some resonance.
जहाँ भी ये लोग जाते हैं, एक हिंदुस्तानी को दूसरे हिंदुस्तानी से लड़ाएंगे।
आसाम की स्थिति किसने पैदा की, क्यों पैदा की?
With less than a month to go for elections, Political activity is nearing fever pitch in Assam. The state will see a two-way contest between the Congress, led by Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi, and the BJP, which is contesting the election in coalition with Praful Kumar Mahant's Assam Gan Parishad.
विकास की नई ऊंचाइयों वाला असम चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए? तेज गति से बढ़ता असम चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए?
While special status for the state is a common refrain of all parties, a clampdown on illegal immigration, corruption and improvement of the state of tribes are the other demands.
विधानसभा के चुनाव में राज्य के मुद्दे रहते हैं, ज़्यादा नेशनल इश्यूज की ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं है.
In West Bengal, the Trinamool Congress is confident of making a comeback. The party has moreover released its list of candidates for the upcoming elections, but it's become hamstrung by corruption charges which some of its main candidates are facing, including the Sharda chit fund scam and a more recent sting operation by a media portal. Not only that, the party also needs to urgently address infighting within its ranks.
बंगाल में तो सीधा जो कांग्रेस और लेफ्ट उनका निशाना रहेगा कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस का गवर्नेंस बहुत ख़राब रहा है, स्कैम्स भी हुए हैं, जैसे वो शारदा का चिट फंड स्कैम था, और तृणमूल दिखाएगा कि वामपंथी इतने बड़े पार्टी थे, इतना बड़ा एक फ्रंट था जो 34 साल वहाँ राज किया, अब वो इस नौबत पे आ गया है कि वो कांग्रेस के साथ हाथ मिलाकर लड़ रहा है.
Political parties in South India are also contesting the elections on core issues like development, corruption and unemployment. For Chief Minister Oomen Chandy's UDF in Kerala, corruption charges in the solar scam has made comeback a daunting task. But in neighbouring Tamil Nadu, there are greater chances of the AIADMK returning to power, making it a first since the days of MGR. The opposition DMK is contesting elections here in coalition with the Congress party.
तमिलनाडु में जो होगा तो वो तो होगा अब अन्ना डीएमके जयललिता जी का जो सरकार है उसका परफॉर्मेंस पे एक बड़ा मुद्दा रहेगा, हैंडलिंग ऑफ द फ्लड्स इन तमिलनाडु. उस पे डीएमके काफ़ी जोर देगी.
Development or the lack of it will be the main election issue in the All India NR Congress-led Union Territory of Puducherry. Though the AI-NRC joined hands with the NDA in 2014, the road ahead is far from smooth for Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy. While the alliance could bring more financial assistance to the Union Territory, the presence of AIADMK and the DMK cannot be ignored. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And also now for more election-related stories, let's get you Election Wrap. Chief Election Commissioner Naseem Zaidi, along with election commissioners, will commence a two-day visit to Assam State to review the poll preparedness ahead of the assembly polls. Polling for the first phase will be held on the 4th of April in 65 seats, while the second phase will take place on the 27th and on the 11th. Counting for votes will take place on the 19th of May. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has so far seized nearly 3 crore rupees in unaccounted money and over 4 lakh litres of illicit liquor from Assam ahead of the polls. Around 5.5 kilograms of drugs have also been seized. It's the last day of withdrawal of nominations for the Assam polls. 599 candidates have already filed their nominations for 65 constituencies, which are going to polls in the first phase. However, 13 nominations were rejected due to technical problems. After the removal of 37 officials, the Election Commission removed another IPS officer in poll-bound West Bengal following complaints from opposition parties. The transfer order came a couple of days after the Election Commission, led by Chief Election Commissioner Naseem Zaidi, visited the city and interacted with political leaders. And that's all we have for you on Verdict 2016 this evening. But join us again tomorrow for the latest in election-related news.